Good morning, Guardians. Xhalo Gamer here, and I cannot believe it is already Friday. But on the positive side, this is the last Friday in Ramadan. Next Friday is the holiday at the end of Ramadan. We get to party and eat a lot. So last Friday left of Ramadan, very happy. Anyway, it's Friday, which means Zur is back in the tower. We are playing original Destiny, as you can see, the nicer tower. Okay, I would think by now they would have fixed the tower in Destiny 2. You know, apparently they fixed the hole in the wall in the Cosmodrome. I don't know why. You know, the one that the Fallen made after the whole Siva crisis? Okay. But apparently they have it. So, original Destiny, as you can see. And it is, keep in mind the usual disclaimer, original Destiny, which means Zur is in the tower for 48 hours. Well, a little less than 48 hours because it's a little after 5 a.m. I am in New Jersey. Zur leaves the tower for me Sunday, 5 a.m. Once Ramadan is over, I will make a post in the community tab with all the time zone differences. I will also make a post in the community tab with all the exotic guns and where you can get them from, because it'd be nice to know which ones you can actually get from Zur. Anyway, we are heading. Look, it's a good week. You want to know why it's a good week? Because there's no trespasser. I said, I don't know, it's interesting. Now all of a sudden we're not getting trespasser, but for a while we were getting non-stop trespasser. Sometimes we'd get trespasser like twice. I'm not kidding. There was one week where Zur was carrying 2 different versions of trespasser, one with the ornament and one without. Anyway, he's over here.
The pull of the outer worlds is so faint here.
There is the Vanguard with Aid. Hard to believe there are some people who play Destiny 2 who have never, never known Cade. I still have not played Lightfall. I want to play Lightfall. I just haven't. Anyway, here we go. So, what have we got this week? Now we have the usual Legacy engram. It's a Gauntlet engram. As I said, I feel like these are way, way overpriced. That could just be me, but 29 strange coins for something you don't even know what it is. And you may end up with a year 1. You're more likely to end up with a year 1 item than a year 1, year 2 item. I know some of these year 2 stuff, year 1 stuff will also unlock the year 1 blueprint, but a lot of them don't. So you're putting a lot of risk on those 29 strange coins. Now, as I said, people have told me they have thousands of strange coins. Then I can get it. 29 is nothing. But I have 55. And I haven't really been playing much Destiny because I've been playing a lot of other video games. I've been trying to replay Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom comes out. And I was playing Mario Odyssey. I've been playing Evil West, Hogwarts Legacy, Warframe, playing a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get into legacy games, like retro games. Anyway, next for the Titan, you have the Armamentarium. Gain an additional grenade charge. Titans, let me know. This feels kind of like a letdown. Like, oh, you get an extra grenade. Wow. I mean, not even, refresh your melee? Reset your melee? It seems kind of, and that you have so many other potential exotics further than this. But I am no Titan. For all I know, this is a massive boost. Let me know, Titans. Hunter is desperate to understand the world of the Titans. Because honestly, I won't deny it. Titans are mega chads. Like, whenever I do something in Destiny 2, where I was, like, paired with 2 Titans, like, when we did the Xhalo, the Infinite Forest for Halloween, and I would get Titans, yeah, we'd blow through it. Because Titans are just mega awesome. Don't get me wrong, I won't deny I love playing a Hunter. I don't think Titans can jump, but I will not deny the power of the Titan. Okay, it's like me with my consoles. I love consoles, but I will not deny PC's better. I love my Xbox. I love my Switch, but PC's better. Anyway. Next, we have the Shinobu's Vow, the Hunter. Improve skip grenade and gain an additional skip grenade charge. Now, I do not use Shinobu's Vow. Where is mine? I have it around here. Yeah, it isn't even unlocked because I would rather, when it comes to grenades, use Frosties, while sprinting gain tighter turn radius and faster grenade and melee regeneration. So I feel like you get more grenades and you get the bonus of melee regeneration, which to me is better than this. But let me know, Hunters, have any of you used Shinobu's Vow? As you can see, I haven't even unlocked it, which remember in Destiny 2, in the original Destiny, you had to unlock everything. you got a gun. None of the perks were unlocked. So yeah, you need to use it. Or use Motes of Light, which I call Guardian Droppings. Guardian Droppings. Okay? Because they drop from Guardians. But these aren't the... Anyway, so I don't know. It feels kind of like a letdown as well. But then that could just let me know. Then for the Warlocks, you have the Transversive Steps. Faster movement speed while crouching. Ammo pickups automatically reload that weapon type. That I like. Especially if you pick up heavy. That'd be pretty sweet. This I want for the Hunters. This, I'm going to double check and make sure I have it on my Warlock. I like this. I definitely like this. I mean, faster movement speed, nice. Sure, it's while crouching, but still, faster movement speed while crouching. And I like the best part, the ammo pickups automatically reload that weapon type. So, hate to say it, as much as a Hunter fan I am, Warlocks, you got the better stuff this week. So embarrassed. So, really pretty sweet. Next, you have the Zalo supercell, which is one of my favorite guns. Now, people have often said, I've said, I wish Bungie would bring it to Destiny 2. They're like, yeah, they did. It's like, no, that's Risk Runner. Risk Runner is slightly different. The Xhalo supercell, one of my favorite guns. So the Xhalo supercell has bolts from the blue. Okay. First off, Xhalo supercell. Arc projectiles have the chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together. It's pretty sweet. It's like a lightning storm. You got a whole bunch of enemies together, and you shoot at them with Xhalo supercell. Especially when you're in Challenge of the Elders. You have a whole bunch of ball. They're all together because that's what they do. Those big guys with the actual shields. Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling you out, Dominus Gall. Your Red Legion sucks. Your shields suck. But, yeah, and they can see it all chained together. It's pretty... Okay. Then you have bolts from the blue. Double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. Because this is a real exotic. Look at this. You gaze a small amount of super energy, return ammo to the magazine. You got chain lightning, arc projectiles have just a chain lightning. This is a real exotic. It's nothing like, yeah, it just threw 4 out of 12 of the bullets 3 out of 12 of the bullets might be slightly more powerful than the rest. Looking at you, Hawkmoon. Cooler than Hawkmoon. Sorry. I know it's not a popular opinion. This is way cooler than Hawkmoon. And I mean, you got some sweet ornaments if you want. You got Not a Toy, and you got Shockcaster. Now, you don't get an ornament when you buy it. You just get the gun. Why it's only for range coins. But definitely a definite pickup if you don't have Xhalo Supercell. Plus, it's in your primary slot. So you get the Arc in the primer, then you can put like a Solar and a Void. You could carry elements of all three, and you could do a match game piece of cake. Okay. This is great to have, especially when there's Arc Burn, and sometimes they'll have Arc Burn and Primary Weapon Burn. You will do, like, mega damage, so very good weapon to have. I love Xhalo Supercell. Anyway, next, we got the Last Word and Sequel. Last Word. Don't even remember which one that is. Oh, this is the aim from the hip one. The Sequel, I don't have either one. Sequel. I'm not a fan of guns that look worn. That was pretty sweet. But then I like it without anything. I think it looks really nice without anything. But, Sequel, this is the ornament you'll get. You can also dismantle it for 5 silver dust. You got the Last Word. Improved stability and target acquisition. Firing from the hip. This weapon has bonus accuracy while firing from the hip. Honestly, I don't really fire from the hip. Which is something I need to practice with Destiny. I fire from the hip a lot in Warframe. Because it helps with movement. You feel like you can move faster. If you don't have to constantly aim from the hip, like aim down sights. I rarely, if I'm shooting for a far off enemy, I will aim down sights. But at one point, I'm playing Warframe and I'm shooting with the Plinks, which is like a hand cannon. The Plinks is definitely a hand cannon. And in the new war, if you see Viso, he's using the Plinks. And when he uses the Plinks, he holds it like this, like he uses both hands to hold it. So I'm like, well, when I hold it, I don't use 2 hands. And I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not aiming down sights. But Viso, by default, is aiming down sights. At least when I was playing with Viso. That sounds wrong. Playing as. But in Warframe, I don't aim down sights. Destiny, I do. I don't know why I feel like I'm less accurate in Destiny. It's different. It's a first-person shooter versus a third-person shooter. But So, I mean, mine is unlocked, so I did use it, as you can see. But as I've said before, my preference is Ace of Spades. I mean, this one just, the perk is, oh, better aiming from the hip, whereas this is, oh, precision kill moves 1 round of ammo from your reserves into your magazine, so you don't have to keep reloading. I hate reloading hand cannon. So, yeah, last word is pretty cool. I know a lot of people like the last word. I like the Ace of Spades. Plus, I mean, in original Destiny, the Ace of Spades was a hunter-specific weapon. You could not get it if you were a Titan or a Warlock, and you could not use it if you were a Titan or a Warlock. I mean, this was a big deal. It meant a lot because, like, yeah, this is a hunter's gun. Yeah, Titans and Warlocks, you can't use it. You can't use it. So that's why I like the Ace of Spades. I mean, it's. I feel like the perk for it is more pronounced, more useful. As some, there's no evade which reloads like in Destiny 2. So yeah. Anyway, next you have one of my favorite guns in the game. You have Suros Regime and Basilisk Glory. This one was so much my favorite at one point. I would use it over Galahord. Like, we would be doing stuff and people were like, you have Galahord, right? And I'd be like, and I would have Galahord, but I'd be like, I'd rather carry Suros Regime. I love Suros Regime. The only thing that made me use it less was Genesis Chain, because they have the same rate of fire and impact, or very, very similar. Which, for me, is one of the reasons why I like Suros Regime. You know, a lot of auto rifles have a very high rate of fire, very low damage, very low impact, whereas Suros, I feel like the rate of fire and the impact I like the feel of it. So I would use Suros Regime a lot. So you're getting Basilisk Glory, which is also a pretty sweet ornament. This is the Basilisk Glory. Sweet. But Suros has the bottom half of each magazine deals bonus damage and has the chance to return health on kill. So it's a poor man's Red Death, which does make a difference, because at one point I was using Suros Regime to do Challenge of the Elders, and then I stopped and I was having more difficulty doing it. It took me a while to remember that Suros Regime has this chance to return health on each kill. So, yeah, it does make a difference, but the longer this weapon is fired, then it has the spinning up versus the focus fire, so the longer this weapon is fired, the faster it fires, versus in Zoom, this weapon fires slower, but causes additional damage. So, I always liked Suros Regime a lot. At one point, people were like, you're nuts, you're using Suros Regime in the Crucible. Like, yeah, but I get kills with Suros Regime, because I like to use the weapons I use in PvE, PvP, because I get used to the feel of the weapon, used to, you know, how to aim with it and all. So then I take it into Crucible, so people are like, nobody, at the time, I don't remember what the meta was. It wasn't auto rifles. And I was also using a sidearm well before everybody else was. When at one point, nobody was using sidearms, everyone was using shotguns. I just loved sidearms. So, Suros Regime, one of my favorite guns. Yeah, so pick everything up. First off, it gives you Grimoire score, which is good to have. Second of all, it unlocks the blueprints. I will, since we're close by it, show you where the kiosks are to reclaim stuff. So even if you pick up, let's say you pick up Suros Regime, and you dismantle it, you can go back and reclaim it. So you go over here, and you have I've shown this before, but every now and then I'll re-show it in case there are new people who don't know about this. So the exotic weapons blueprints. So, as you can see, the ones here that look like an engram are the ones I haven't found, and the majority of them are raid exotics. Everything else I have. I even apparently, I had not unlocked Queenbreaker's bow, which you get through Challenge of the Elders. Finally got it. But most of these are raid weapons. Then you have the current heavy, which I have all of them. These are the legacy stuff. Most of them I don't have. This is the year 1 stuff. Like, one I have. Even though it's not engram, yeah, this is the one I picked up, the year 1 server. That's what I got through a legacy engram. And it did not unlock year 2. It says requires discovery. But these are all the current year stuff. And, yeah, so I will, like I said, I'll make a list and post it on the community tab, the area, with all of the exotics and where you get them from. Which ones you... Anyway, over here, it's based on the class you're playing. You have exotic armor blueprints. See? I have everything unlocked current. For the hunter, this is all the legacy stuff. I don't have any of it. But current stuff, I have everything for the hunter. Now, if I were playing as a warlock, you'd see what I have as a warlock. If I was playing as a titan, you'd see what I have as a titan. I wish they would show you all just to make their life easier. So now if I want to see if I have that warlock boots, I now have to log in as my warlock. Or go to my vault and go through and see if I have. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share this with other Destiny people. And just once Ramadan is over, I definitely want a raid team. I definitely want to do some. Yes, as I said, the only weapons I am missing, exotics, are raid weapons. Anyway, have a good one. Have a good weekend. Go watch the Mario movie. It's actually really, really good. Don't listen to idiots. Actually, I loved it. I plan on watching it a second time. And I never watch movies more than once. Usually I watch the movie in the theater once, and that's about it. Now, I'm definitely going to be watching. I'm watching it again with my brother. And hell, I'll probably watch it again next week, because it's a fun, good movie. Obviously, people watching this are gamers, so. Cool.